On July 19, 2025, in front of a roaring crowd at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Dustin "The Diamond" Poirier stepped into the Octagon one last time, not just to fight, but to bid farewell. UFC 318 wasn't just another pay-per-view. It was a homecoming, a celebration, and ultimately a heartfelt goodbye to one of MMA's most beloved figures. In what would be his final appearance, Poirier battled longtime rival Max Holloway in a high-stakes trilogy bout for the coveted BMF title. The fight delivered all the drama and grit fans expected, but it was Holloway who walked away victorious via unanimous decision. For Poirier, however, the loss didn't come with sorrow or frustration. Instead, it came with clarity and closure. "This is the end," Poirier reflects on final bout. Speaking candidly on the Ariel Helwani Show just 2 days later, Poirier recounted how the fight felt vastly different in the moment than it did when he rewatched it later that night. "Being in the eye of the storm, with the adrenaline going, the shots you're landing, going back to the stool each round, it all feels different," he explained. "But once I watched it back, I understood. Max was just busier, more active. He landed great body shots and just added up points. He earned it." Poirier, known for his tenacity and relentless pace, admitted that this time around, he wasn't as offensive as he might have been in previous wars. Subconsciously, he believes that restraint was a byproduct of knowing this would be his final fight. "I wasn't hesitant, but I wasn't pulling the trigger like I should have. I think it was subliminal, self-preservation, really. I knew it was the last one. My place in the rankings, my next fight, none of that mattered anymore." No regrets, only acceptance. Though he acknowledged the hesitancy in his performance, Poirier made it clear that he holds no regrets about how he fought or how things ended. "Of course, I tried to hurt him. When I dropped him, I looked to finish, but I didn't want to risk it all for a final Hail Mary. I didn't want to get knocked out chasing a highlight. I fought smart. I protected myself. That was the goal." Poirier's calculated approach may have lacked the reckless abandon fans often associate with his fights, but it was a decision rooted in maturity and a deep understanding of the risks involved. Holloway's speed proves the difference. One of the most talked about moments of the fight came in the final round, when Holloway mimicked his infamous UFC 300 finish by pointing to the canvas and inviting Poirier to brawl in the center of the cage. But unlike Justin Gaethje, who took the bait and was knocked out with 1 second remaining, Poirier wisely declined. "I knew it was coming, the point down, but he was just too fast. I might have thrown 1 or 2 punches, but by the time my 2 were out, he had already thrown 4, Poirier said. "I thought it was going to be a fair exchange, but I